Hi, my name is Jennifer Fiorini. I'm a recording arts student at Full Sail University, and this is my music copyright podcast. First, there are 5 specific exclusive rights that came along with copyrights. The first exclusive right is the right to reproduce the work. The second exclusive right is the right to perform the work publicly. The third exclusive right is the right to display the work publicly. The fourth exclusive right is the right to distribute the work. And the fifth exclusive right is the right to derive from the work. Songwriters do have a very large term for copyright protection. The copyright expires 70 years after the songwriter dies. In my personal opinion, music is so similar, especially pop music, that life plus 70 years is a long time. However, musicians continue their influence on society and the music industry even long after they die. This term is not an unreasonable amount of time in that respect. Considering the use of topics and instrumentation in songs from all different genres stays the same for the most part. So it is important for songwriters to have this protection under their registry, because music can only be so different. The 2 works that I chose out of the public domain are Deck the Halls and Star Spangled Banner. I think maybe both of these songs being in the public domain may be in the author's best interest, because they are deceased. They have been deceased for a while, and they probably do not care or are unaware about the money they could be making. If they were still alive, of course, it would definitely be a problem to have these in the public domain because they are used frequently in today's society. Which brings me to my next point, that it is in society's best interests that these songs are in the public domain so we don't have to worry about paying the author every time we sing one of them or use one of them publicly. One song I chose that is copyrighted is Keep Your Head Up by Tupac Shakur. This work is in the author's best interest to be copyrighted material. This is one of Tupac's more popular songs, and he has not been deceased for long enough to make his music irrelevant. He is still making money off this single, but more importantly, it is under protection so no one can use it without getting proper permission. Although this may be in Tupac's best interest, it may not be in society's best interest, because of the number of musicians who would love to sample his vocals from one of his most popular songs and to not have to be granted permission or to pay for it. The second song I chose for copyrighted work is Buffalo Soldier by Bob Marley. Again, here is another deceased artist that is well known and is still influential on today's music. This copyright is probably in Bob Marley's best interest considering his relevance in the music industry and popular music in today's society. Keeping in mind that Bob Marley does represent a certain kind of music and purpose, so he probably would not want a musician taking this song and turning it into something violent, for example. However, the copyright is probably not in society's best interest considering Bob Marley is deceased and has been for a long time. This registry will prevent unauthorized use of this work for approximately the next 39 years, which is still a very long time. That has been my music copyright podcast. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for listening.